Now a handoff here to his running back. And right away, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield, and he rifles one incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Chubb. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the carry, it's Chubb. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Gets around him, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, set, 90, Wolf. Hey, Charlie. Let's go,
They'll run on first down. Evans looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Jones into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 14-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run with Taylor, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Here we go! 60 or. Here we go, here we go!
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
And the Browns first down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. To throw, Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
As you know, I love the players of the past, but the players of the present and their mobility to move around and play quarterback, we just saw the end result of a guy that can shake it and find a guy open downfield.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah,
and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Over the middle, complete. That's Fleming. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, it's Evans. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A give, the first man through, Gillespie, the fullback. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On the ball.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Evans. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Watch the safety creep.
Here's Taylor. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Alpha.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Following the interception, Mayfield trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play, a pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
I got you. I got you.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Pistol. Check. Hey, watch the slant.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
20. Come to my work. We want it. Come
on the ground, it's Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Here we go, let's bring it.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he fires one incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Seibert's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jones now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down. Get it.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Pittsburgh. Get them the West. Snap.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jones. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch the screen. Check, check. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Kill, kill, kill. Hey, Sam off. Kill, turn up. Say go, say go.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The punt team on now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen,
Let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
180. Oh yeah. Here we go again.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Myles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield now from the 50. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
180. Time to go, night. Check 99. Check 99. Shoot. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
A run for Nick Chubb. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
20. You remember me. Let's go.
Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Let's go.
Now Jones, off play action. His throw incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Now Jones. Throw left side complete. It's Fleming. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Jones now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Three down.
Now a give, right side. Evans. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line.
Check. Pilot, 64, weak.
2nd and 11. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Kill. You got tight right there. Check it backer. He's checking. Yeah.
And they'll run it here. And some space here. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Shit. Sponge. No. Hit it.
Right back to him on 1st down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the run. Hey, high 7.
Incomplete.
Intended for D.B. Westbrook. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. 80 weapon.
Looking to throw. Jones. He completes it to Evans. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Chubb. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line.
180. Check. Let's go.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Mayfield now. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 8-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
6 down. Check 6 down. Check 5.
2nd and 10. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 87 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The open man is Westbrook. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. 2nd down and inches. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Browns, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.